I'm sure all of us understand the concept of a workbench. No matter what project you may be working on, a good workbench will have all of your tools within easy reach. AutoCAD allows us to do the same thing with our interface. By setting up a workspace, we can have all of the relevant tools available to accommodate whatever type of work we may be doing. Now, I've set up my screen the way I like it, the way that's most productive for me. I've organized my toolbars where I like and my palettes. I'd like to save this interface as a workspace, such that if I want to return to it in the future, all I have to do is restore my workspace. To do that, I'm going to come up to this pull down in my workspace toolbar, and I'm going to click on the drop down, and I'm going to select Save Current As. This will allow me to save the workspace. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it My Custom Workspace. And I'll click Save. I have just saved my interface if I ever want to return to it. Imagine all the different types of drafting that we can do with AutoCAD. We can do two-dimensional drafting, which will require certain toolbars and palettes. We can do three-dimensional drafting, which will require different toolbars and palettes. You may have a day that you spend entirely doing dimensions. Dimensions will require another set of toolbars. Imagine if you had a workspace set up for each type of work that you do. That way, when the time comes, rather than having to redo your interface, you just have to load a pre-saved workspace. When AutoCAD is installed, it already contains some predefined workspaces. Let's look at those. I'm going to click the drop-down, and AutoCAD gives us a workspace called 2D Drafting and Annotation. I will left-click on that to bring it up on the screen. This is an example of a saved workspace. Let's look at another one. I'm going to click the drop-down, and I'm going to select 3D Modeling. Once again, different toolbars, different palettes. This one is set up for three-dimensional modeling. Now, you don't have to use the ones that come with AutoCAD. You can set your interface up the way you like it and create your own. Let's restore the custom workspace that we just created. I'm going to go to the drop-down and select My Custom Workspace, and the screen goes right back the way it was. By setting up custom workspaces, you can always have your tools within easy reach, no matter what you may be drafting.